This is karma from God for all old narcissists, and this is the reason they don't want to grow old. Have you ever endured the torment of abuse and manipulation inflicted by someone who took pleasure in seeing you suffer? Take solace in knowing that you are not alone in this experience. Throughout your time with the narcissist, you invested your all into the relationship, constantly seeking their approval. Despite your attempts at fairness, they treated you poorly, exploiting your words and emotions as weapons against you. They belittled your pain to satisfy their own sense of power and happiness, disregarding the detrimental consequences inflicted upon you. Their self-absorption likely caused them to forget the extent of the harm they cause while preoccupied with their own self-interest. We are here to provide support because we understand the gravity of such situations, which are detrimental to all involved parties. Personalized one-on-one lessons with a member of our team are available for as little as $1 per week. Through these tailored lessons, we will guide you towards healing from narcissistic abuse and equip you with the necessary tools to regain control and reclaim your overall well-being. Take the first step towards reclaiming your power and fostering healthier connections in the future by clicking the link below. As for the narcissist, they derived pleasure from subjecting you to distressing circumstances, reveling in witnessing your struggles to overcome the mistreatment they inflicted upon you. They delighted in ridiculing your shattered state, eagerly discussing the depths of your sadness. Their satisfaction stemmed from the knowledge that they were the architects of your downfall, basking in their cruel triumph. Broadcasting your pain and revealing their own role in it fueled their self-assurance. However, there is one crucial aspect that narcissists fail to comprehend: the concept of karma and its inevitable repercussions. Wrongdoings have a way of catching up with those who perpetrate them, manifesting in the form of misfortune. The adversity they face may far surpass the pain they inflicted upon you. Sooner or later, the repercussions of their past actions will begin to take their toll, causing them to experience firsthand the anguish they once inflicted upon you. In due time, the extent of the damage they have caused will become evident. Although the immediate benefits may not be immediately apparent, rest assured that they will manifest. While they may harbor the false belief that they have eluded the consequences of their actions and the myriad injustices perpetrated against you, they are mistaken. Karma has a way of tracking down the morally weak and administering punishment for their transgressions. Despite inflicting immense pain upon you, they made no effort to atone for their actions or rectify the damage they caused. They left you to deal with the aftermath of the chaos they created, under the delusion that they could evade accountability. However, this is precisely when karma begins to intervene. While it may briefly gratify them to witness your suffering, it will eventually betray them, leading to their downfall and ultimate failure. They are fully aware of the havoc they have wreaked upon your life, yet they display no inclination to right their wrongs or face the consequences of their actions. Their lack of empathy and absence of remorse will eventually bring about a series of unfortunate events. While they may presently feel unaffected, having convinced themselves they can evade punishment for their mistreatment of you, they will soon find themselves engulfed in a whirlwind of ill fortune. Their audacious belief that they can perpetrate similar harm upon others without repercussion stems from their perception of impunity in how they treated you. When karma eventually strikes, narcissists will comprehend the reasons behind their misfortunes, but will be reluctant to confront it. They will persistently attempt to justify their malicious treatment of you, convinced it is acceptable. And when their justifications fail to hold water, they will fabricate excuses in order to evade accountability for the pain they inflicted. They will deflect blame onto you and anyone else but themselves, refusing to take responsibility for the consequences of their actions. Yet, their own suffering will be a direct consequence of their mistreatment of you. As karma turns against them, you will witness the impact of their actions and the toll they must endure. They will grapple with the repercussions of the ill-fated events that afflicted you due to their own conduct. Ultimately, justice will prevail, firmly on your side. You will observe their relentless quest to seek alternative avenues to attain their desires, seeking individuals they believe will shelter them from karma's retribution. Narcissists abhor solitude and erroneously believe they require the protection of those they perceive as their saviors from karma's judgment. However, this facade can only persist for a limited period before karma manifests its power in resounding fashion. Initially, it may seem as though they are succeeding and escaping the consequences of their actions. But there lies the irony. Narcissists can only maintain a facade of happiness and success for fleeting moments. As you have witnessed firsthand, every attempt they make to forge new relationships eventually crumbles. Their refusal to acknowledge their misdeeds ensures they continually find themselves in this predicament. By choosing not to apologize for their wrongdoing, they ensnared you in their web of manipulation. Initially, they assumed a false persona and concealed their true selves. For a brief period, unwittingly, you shielded them from the negative karma they had amassed. However, it was not long before you realized that you were merely one more unfortunate manifestation in a long line of misfortunes that had plagued their entire existence. You were well aware that the next person they encountered would become another link in an unbreakable cycle. Their inability to shake off the grip of misfortune became evident. Ultimately, this realization granted you the justice you sought. You came to understand that their treatment of you had nothing to do with your worth as an individual. It was merely a temporary means for them to evade the inevitable consequences they knew would befall them. You served as a fleeting distraction from their impending fate. Now that you have redirected your focus towards yourself, rebuilding your life independent of them, and reassembling the pieces of your being, you will begin to witness the abundance of good fortune surrounding you. Conversely, the weight of misfortune will persistently shadow them, following their every move. We are grateful that you embarked on this journey, as it will deepen your understanding of how karma shapes our lives and bestows its rewards based on our actions. In the meantime, remain vigilant, embrace courage, and live your life to the fullest in the present moment.